Hey guys, Joe on it here. About to do another battle replay here, sent in by Dan, who is controlling the Seleucids. We have a 2v2 port assault between the Lusitani and Seleucids attacking, and defending we have Macedon and Arverni. Let's go through some army comps real quick. Here's the Seleucid army. Seleucids are bringing 5 units of thorax swords. He's got 2 units of hillmen. He's got his 4 units of Syrian heavy archers here, 2 units of pikemen, 2 units of silver shield, one of them is a general. Over on this side, he's got 2 units of Thurio spears and a Greek giant ballista up on the hill here. Lusitani, he has his general over on this side, and because he is the attacking force from the water, he's got 6 units of the Scutari, 6 units of veteran shield warriors, a Iberian ballista, and way over here he's got a unit of Iberian swordsmen. For the defenders, we have Arverni, who is being led by Bodidili. He's got, from what we can see, because I'm pretty sure this was a replay that was sent in by Dan, who was one of the attackers. So we're only going to be able to see what they can see when they get to it. So from what we can see as far as Arverni, he's got 3 spear warriors, he's got 6 units of Celtic warriors, a unit of Levy freemen, a unit of chosen spearmen, and his general sitting right here as an Oathsworn. If we get over here to Macedon, who is being commanded by Markansis, he's got 4 units of the thorax swordsmen. We can see 2 units of his archers on this side. He's got a unit of foot companions here. Up on the wall here, he has a unit of the mercenary Thracian warriors. He's got his scorpion here and a unit of hoplites back here in the town center. So without further ado, let's get this going here. And let's see who starts making the first move. We can get the general speech.
No man whose bravery matches ours.
Oh, it cut off. I like general speeches. Very inspiring sometimes. So, I guess you guys are still trying to figure out what they want to do here. The Greek ballista here up on the hill is taking fire. I assume he's probably taking fire from these towers, but here we go. We got our first volley in. Nice shot. 14 guys in with 1 shot. The other 3 missed. But that 1 shot just tore a line right through. Look at all these guys just burning and dying. Well, that's what happens sometimes in war. Oh, what was that unit that was moving? Or is that a second unit of hoplites? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. So now we have the Seleucids starting to move up some of their towers. Here, I'm going to guess that maybe the ballista is going to stop firing now. So yes, he has stopped firing. I've noticed that there's 0 cavalry on the field, so this is all just going to be melee guys with some archer fire. What is Lusitani doing? Lusitani is sending in a lone ship over here. Looks like he's going to try and come up onto this beach over here, maybe take this tower. He's also moving up his ballista here, and Arverni is now starting to pour down onto the beach, that could be quite interesting, because maybe we'll have just a massive beach fight. That'd be pretty cool. I don't really see a lot of those. That'd be pretty fun to watch. He's starting to move up his front line here of the Scutari, and yeah, not so much, just some moving pieces here on the chessboard. This unit of Iberian swordsmen are now stopped, so I guess maybe he's just focusing, moving around his other units around. The ballista has begun firing again, and it looks like they're trying to go for these foot companions that are here in the center, but those 2 shots missed. So, and the Macedonian player has realized that and is pulling back his pikes. Pikes are very, very important. Oh, okay, so there, now we can see 3 units of archers, and I didn't quite see what this unit was. I think that might have been another unit of foot companions. They looked very similar in their flag at least the symbol on their flag. Seleucid is now moving up his towers. Is he moving up all of his towers? Yes. Looks like he is moving up all of his siege equipment. So he is going to be pushing in on this wall. The ballista is continuing to fire. Again, now no shot landed here again. Foot companions are pulling back. Actually, they did end up losing a man. I guess maybe one of the fireballs did hit. I didn't see it make contact. Now he's pulling back this unit of thorax swordsmen as well. So Macedon will be defending the wall here with 3 units of thorax swordsmen, and he's got 1 unit of Thracian warriors here and this tower. So, but we did see a decent amount of archers, a couple of units of pikes, I believe, back over here. What do we have going on here? I did just see a fireball. He's shooting at the general here, and the general has lost 4 men. What do we have? This unit is finally landing in on this side. I don't see anything over here yet, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, see how well the Iberian swordsmen are able to do over here. That was a good shot, landed into the general. Killed a couple more guys. So, if you're just going to leave your general up on the hill there. Oh, nice little bounce shot. That killed 4 guys. Bounced off the stakes, hit up, and smashed into the general again. Another fantastic shot. Wow, that one killed another 5 or 6, I want to say. Lusitani aside of his ballista. The Lusitani seem to be holding here. We do have the Lusitani making land here, and we have a unit of Celtic warriors. So we have a nice little fight going on over here. The Iberian swordsmen, though, are down since they are the raiders. They don't have full-size units. Let's skip on over back over to here. Seleucids have started moving men into the city. It seems that Macedonia is pulling back from the walls a little bit, trying to give a little bit of a flank block. He's moving his units into a shield wall on this side, pulling back his thorax swordsmen here, probably to try and block the tower, so at least they'll still have it on their side before the thorax are able to get in there. But the flag is starting to come down, starting to change a little bit. Now we have 2 units of archers over here. I'm sorry, 2 units of slingers on this side. Okay, so he's got some slingers. He's got 2 units of slingers and 2 units of archers. That's what Macedon has brought with him to the field as far as his ranged capabilities. 2 units of hoplites here, pushing up, probably trying to just make sure that they can't flank around onto this side. And some more ballista fire coming in here, taking some shots in. 14 kills on that hoplite unit already. Seleucids have moved their 4 units of archers over here onto this side. Maybe they're going to try and get some flanking shots in. We'll have to keep an eye on that as well. Nice little force on this side, but just more fireballs coming in from that Greek ballista over there. They're just chewing up. Yeah, this unit of hoplites is already down to 126 men, and they're just getting into combat now. Pulling back thorax swordsmen. Moving in a unit of hoplites here. Oh, that hoplite unit was already there. Apologies. Let's see. So Seleucids are pushing in here. They have all 5 of their units of thorax swordsmen. They left their 2 units of hillmen in reserve. They have their 4 units of archers here, and their pikes and general on this side. Thorir spears still sitting back over there in the woods. Let's get back over here, see what's going on with the Iberians. Okay, that was a very short fight. Looks like the Iberian swordsmen have been slaughtered on this side. So that it's probably not extremely upsetting, but maybe that was an attempt at trying to just get an easy tower, maybe form up a defense here. But Lusitani still seems to be holding back. Maybe he's just going to exhaust all of his artillery fire, since the Arverni player does not seem to want to move his general out of fire range and just continuing to take losses there. Okay. Let's get back over here onto the side where we have some action going on. We have the thorax swordsman on attack. They are pushing in, doing pretty good, doing pretty well. And now we have, is it the Syrians firing? No. I heard firing coming from somewhere. Oh, now we have 2 units of Naked Fanatics, Naked Warriors, coming around the flank of these Thorax Swordsmen, but these archers are just going to... Oh, good. Wow. 80 kills in those volleys that just came from on that unit. Yeah, Naked Warriors, their armor really isn't very high, as you can see. Their armor is a shield. Some of them have helmets, if maybe all of them have helmets, and they're wearing their trusty loincloths. So, yeah, these units of Naked Swordsmen, Naked Warriors, sorry, are now completely giving up their backs to these archers, and yeah, there you go. These 2 units of Naked Warriors are going to be gone off the field very quickly. This one has slightly recovered, but I don't see him being around for very long. It's a shame. Those units can be rather deadly if they are put into situations at the right time. Lusitani on this side is starting to move up. He has activated an ability. Now his boats will move faster into this beach, so that will be interesting to see what goes on here. Looks like his ballista is out of ammunition, so he's just going to throw it up here onto the beach. Maybe see if we can find some other units that we have not been able to see from Arverni yet, because I assume they have archers somewhere. Okay, we have mystical arrows coming through the air. Okay, so here's a unit of Gaelic hunters. There's, you saw it real quick there. There's another unit of Gaelic hunters. Okay, so he's got some hunters on this ridge here, which could cause to be a pain. And there is another hidden unit of Gaelic hunters, and they are just raining down. Though this is just a ballista unit, so that is a lot of arrows. Oh, okay. Now we can see all 4 units of the Arverni hunters. He's got 4 units of Gaelic hunters. Okay. That was a lot of ammunition that was kind of wasted on a unit of ballista guys. But we'll see. We'll see if maybe that catches up to them, to the Arverni later on in the defense. We have over here. We have some breaking. The ballista crew, the artillery for the Macedonians have. Are they out of ammunition? No, looks like they still had ammunition. They're pushing the Scorpion around, but I don't really know. That's slaughtered. Okay. Let's go back over here to the Lusitani side, see what's going on over here. We have a unit of the Scutari coming around the flank. Looks like maybe they're going to try and flank in on this unit of spears. See if we can catch a good charge in. Good volley into the side of this unit of spears. But these archers are just raining down hell onto the Scutari here. So we'll see how well this beach attack goes. Still got a unit of Scutari here on the boats. He has moved up his 6 units of the shield warriors. But these archers have just a fantastic position. They're able to just volley their arrows right over the top of their men and get into the fronts of the Scutari, but Scutari are already in melee combat, so they're not really able to block very many of the arrows. It seems like the Arverni have this beach well defended. Scutari units getting hit by arrows, getting hit by towers. These 2 units are about to get completely surrounded. Spear warriors, Celtic warriors coming over. So, okay. Alright, let's pop back over onto the Seleucid side, see how well they're doing. Oh, Arverni has a unit of Oathsworn on this side, but they are in range of the archers. And the Thorax swordsmen seem to be pushing back the Macedonian army. They moved the unit of Hillmen up over here onto this side, but they were quickly cut down by Thorax swordsmen unit of slingers, and another unit of slingers. So that unit of hillmen is wavering, and they will more than likely break since they are already down to 40 men. There they go. We have the Thorio Spear starting to move up. Now we have 2 units of the archers on this side just raining down damage onto the Thorax Swordsman. These 2 units are taking some really heavy shots here. We have a unit of hoplites breaking on this side. So maybe we'll have Seleucids form up here, and maybe they'll start pushing in on through this main road here. I wouldn't think that it would be a bad idea. Maybe move a unit around over to this side to see what maybe they have anything blocking over here. Let's get back over onto the beach front here. Yeah, Lusitani is pretty much just surrounded. This unit of Celtic warriors have come all the way around. These guys are now pinched against the rock, so I don't think that these Scutari are going to be alive for very much longer. And these units on this side have bested the Lusitani that pushed up over here. So let's get back over onto the other side, because Lusitani seems that he is holding his second line of attack. We have the Lusitani general moving up. He's climbing up onto one of the towers now. The ballista has stopped firing, and they appear to be out of ammunition as well. Okay. We have Seleucid pushing up 3 units of depleted Thorax Swordsmen up through this main road, probably just to continue taking some more shots from these archers. Not a bad idea. Move up depleted units, just take out, have the defenders waste ammunition on these troops. Okay, so now we're going to be able to see a little bit more. So Arverni has moved over one of his units of Gaelic hunters. It's got some Thorax swordsmen here in the back. His archers are here. He's got another unit of hoplites on this side. So, sorry I didn't have all of this in the army comps in the beginning. It's just, you can't see what all the defenders bring unless the defenders are the guys that send in the video. He's got 2 units of slingers on this side, and he's only got 1 unit of Thorax swordsmen. I don't know if it wouldn't be a bad idea to try and maybe catch these guys out of position. Maybe while Macedon is moving some other guys around, send a unit over, try and catch these slingers. Probably would be a good idea to maybe try and get them off the field. Lusitania is still holding, and it seems that Arverni is now retreating back up into the settlement, maybe to block some of the choke point areas again. Just holding. So it seems that for now we're going to have a lot of our action over here on the Seleucid side. So I will keep an eye on the opposite side of the battle to see if we have any further occurrences. Macedon is now moving his 2 units of archers around over here onto the flank. He should get some pretty good shots in here. He's firing fire arrows, and he's lighting the pits of fire, the brimstone pits on fire with flame arrows. Okay, that makes sense. Seleucid has moved his units of archers over here, trying to get some quick shots off onto the archers who are now turning and running away. They will probably take some pretty decent losses. Yes, this unit is getting chewed up down to 83 men, 81 men. So, and now they're going to disappear back into that rear over there. Now, with Lusitani holding, that is allowing Arverni to move some of his units. I can't see all. You can see this 1 unit of Celtic warriors moving back, and we know that he's already moved the unit of his hunters onto this side. The Oswan were there from the beginning. And now we have the veteran shield warriors. They have activated their ship speed ability, and it looks like they are vacating this beach front. Maybe they're going to try and push in here, or they could come over to here and try and start pushing in this way, because it would be pretty pointless for them to come all the way around over here, because then they would have to deal with the walls again and come all the way over here to the towers, which would just be a huge waste of time. So let's keep a watch on what those Scutari and shield warriors end up doing over there with the fleets. So, okay, now we have a push of some silver shield swordsmen. Let's get some melee action going on here. Melee swordsmen are just enveloping this unit of, this is the Oathsworn. So, and here comes the Pikes of Macedon. And immediately that unit of Silver Shield swordsmen have been moving back. No, Seleucid still has all of his archers down here. Okay. Well, the unit of pikes are moving back as well. Some Thurio spears are moving up. They have javelin capabilities, getting some really good shots into these pikes as they were running away. Do they still have their back? No, they're facing front. Okay. So they'll be able to have their shields up. Moving up a unit of Thorax swordsmen here from Macedon. Probably to try and block some of the Pila throws from the Thurio spears. Try not to take as much damage on his pikes. His pikes have already lost 15 men. This ballista is still sitting up on the hill. I really think that he is out of ammunition, so we'll have to see if that unit ends up coming down. I mean, that's going to be another 40 guys, so that could be a little bit of a help, but we will see what goes on. Lusitani fleet here is still continuing to move along. So, not sure. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to land here, or if they're all just going to land in here and try and make a big push. We'll have to continue watching to see what happens there. So the Silver Shield swordsmen have moved in again and are really putting some hurt in onto these Oathsworn. Oathsworn unit is probably going to break, but they do not give up. They are very tough. That is a very tough unit. And, okay, so the Gaelic Hunters and one of the units of Archers are starting to get some shots in here onto the Silver Shield Swordsman. Oathsworn unit is breaking. And he's going to pull back his Swordsman again. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, Arverni was able to move over 4 units of Celtic Warriors and a unit of his Gaelic Hunters onto this side. And Arverni is moving down to this beach front, probably with the same 2 units that were over here that killed this first push by the Iberian swordsman onto that tiny beach front. And it seems that Arverni is already anticipating them to push in here. He's moving some units down over here onto this beach to try and stop or halt any of their advance over here, but still we have to see. We're going to have to wait and see what they end up doing. There's some Thurio spears moving in, but they are pulling back again. I don't know what he was planning on doing there. Maybe he's just trying to take some more shots with the Thurio spears from the archers. Or maybe he's trying to just form them up. Sometimes Rome 2 is pretty famous for pathfinding issues. He's getting some good Pila shots off. Who is he throwing at? Looks like he's throwing at the Gaelic Hunters back here. That Oathsworn unit did break, but they are coming back here again with only 20 men in it, and they have formed into a very small shield wall. Out of the shield wall now, and they will be charging towards the Thurio spears, who will be pulling back again. Okay, so Lusitani over here. It looks like he's going to be sending in a unit of his veteran shield warriors onto this beach to take on these 2 units here. And I'm going to just guess that these other 6 are just going to push straight into this beach here. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll make our way back over there to see what's going on. This unit of Oathsworn has lost 5 more guys, and they are holding off a unit of Thurio spears right now. It's moving up another unit of Thurio spears, probably to get just to use the ability of their Pila. Maybe just try and dwindle down as many of these guys as he can before he makes a bigger push. Oathsworn are breaking again, and now they're completely off the field. They have now completely routed with 11 men left, 94 kills total. Not the greatest with an Oathsworn unit. They are rather expensive. I think they're like 1,300 gold for a unit of them. So, but Thurio spears here, getting their Pila into the Gaelic Hunters. So fantastic movement there. Now the Thurio spears are lining up here. Probably going to try and use their second set of Pila, trying to hit these. I would assume they're probably trying to hit the companions, but I don't think you can select what unit they attack with. They use their Pila on, so it's just a random throw. The swordsmen are down under 100. Getting another volley into these archers on this side, and here comes some slingers out. Are they actually going to fight? Yes. So the slingers are charging into this unit of Thurio spears, who again are pulling back, but I think he just realized that it was a unit of slingers, so he's going to probably try and get them off the field. Slingers end up pulling back again. So we have a little bit of a cat and mouse, if you will, going on over here. The Lusitani ships are making their way into land here. Let's see what this unit of shield warriors is doing. They are not doing very well. I mean, they're up to 52, 54 kills now, but they are trying to get through 2 units of Celtic warriors here. And they are also fighting this tower. I mean, this tower is just right here, just able to get shots right over the top. So, I don't think that this unit is going to be around for very much longer, but stranger things have happened. Lusitani is now making their land. I'm sorry, they're landing their ships, and let's see what they end up doing. Arverni is moving over some more units. Over here, looks like they're making a little bit of a box formation here. Maybe they have some hunters up on these walls here. We'll have to see what goes on. So we got veteran swords, right? These are all veteran shield swordsmen. Oh no, one unit of Scutari had survived from over here. That was the one unit that he did not push in. We have the Arverni are now pulling back closer to the walls, or to the forests, I mean. This tower is starting to get some shots in onto these veteran shield warriors, so Lusitani might want to start moving soon. And there's some firing coming. Yeah, there's a unit of... Okay, so they have one unit of archers up on the wall here, which could be quite troublesome, but we'll see how the shield wall can do. We have Thurio spears pushing in further now. This was the unit that was here using all of their Pila up, pushing further in against some slingers. Macedon is moving one of his units of archers around over here again, maybe to start trying to get some shots. I apologize, I missed the Syrian archers getting up past the walls here. Guessing that they used some of their ammunition on some shots over here. We have some foot companions now moving around, and I'm sure that this unit of Thurio spears is either not going to be alive much longer, or maybe they will turn and pull back again, because pikes are absolutely devastating. They can wreck units. Really the only thing that can do damage to them that I've seen, or can like a constant damage to them, would be a unit of archers. The Lusitani on this side seems to be doing rather well. They've got a nice flank around here, so these 2 units have now been surrounded. This unit of Celtic warriors is being... this unit of veteran shield warriors are being reinforced by this unit of Scutari, and it seems that Arverni, his defense on this beach side is all but lost. But he does still have those 2 units that had defended on this side next to this tower coming back around, so let's see what they end up doing. Lusitani now has 3 units of archers up here firing down at him and a tower. So he's doing the smart move and pulling back away from the archers. He's probably just... He's biding his time. You know, he's making attacks when he needs to make attacks, or when they would be smart moves. We have a unit of Syrian archers moving up closer to the front lines of combat. Foot companions have now come back, but they are getting shot down here. There's 2 units of archers right here. So that's more than likely that's the unit that Seleucid is focused on, and you could just see the foot companion numbers just dropping. They are getting absolutely hammered by these 2 units of archers. Where's his other? Yeah, his two other units of archers are outside of the city still. And Seleucid has moved his general in. The ballista crew is still up there on the hill. And he has a unit of pikemen still down there on the ground. Where's his other unit of pikes? Oh, that's right. He had moved them up. Oh, that's right. Yep, we had a little bit of a porcupine fight going off, porcupine stand, if you will, going off. But now these pikemen are going to start getting shot by the the archers that are back here. Lusitania has pulled all the way back over here by these buildings, so he is completely away from any of the archer fire or tower fire. And now we see a unit of the shield warriors. Is that the smallest unit? Yes. The smallest unit is starting to push out, probably trying to bait the defenders to get some more shots in onto them and waste some more of their ammunition. The Lusitani general is moving over onto this flank here. Does not seem that he has any resistance over here, but we do have the Macedonian general moving up. So we'll see where they end up going. Thurio's spears here still in the center. The pikes have been pulled back, and now the Syrian heavy archer, one unit of the Syrian heavy archers have been moved up to continue firing at the archers here. As you can see, as they're disappearing into nothing, the units that were on this side defending this flank have now started pulling back around towards the town center. I assume that they'll probably just be here to fill in any holes in the lines over here. Lusitani this unit is still moving up. There's no more archers. The archers all concentrating over here. One of the archer units has turned. Do they have ammunition still? Yes, they do. So he's got two units of his archers here facing in this direction. I believe this Averni one is firing in that direction. So we'll see what kind of push they can do. There's 3 units of Lusitani here against 6 units of Arverni. 3 of them are archers, though, so we'll see how much damage the Lusitani units take before they even get into their melee. That front unit is... combat is even with whoever they are fighting on that side. We have Macedon starting to shift some units around. He's moving a unit of his thorax swordsman over here to where the Lusitani general is at. Maybe let's see if they go into combat here, or if he's just going to sit and hold. Lusitani general throws some pila, and he is just going to charge right in down onto this unit of thorax swordsmen. We have a unit of Thurio spears moving around. Here comes the Macedonian general. Let's see what he ends up doing. Is he just going to push right into the combat as well? It seems that he is going to do just that. Not fantastic of a charge, so maybe he was just moving him over there. We have some breaking going on here in the center. That unit of archers that was there, or slingers, broke. We have the unit of hoplites going against some Thurio spears. Right behind them is a unit of pikemen have moved in. And we have the Syrian archers firing down again on the Macedonian archers as well. This archer unit is starting to waver. And, wow, that was very quick. The Lusitani veteran shield warriors just absolutely pounded into the Arverni here and have broken through this back defense. I'm not entirely sure what else Arverni still has on this side. We can still see a unit of archers over here. Their general is way back over there into the town center. He's got a unit of Celtic warriors on this side. So let's see what... good move there by the Lusitani player. Good battlefield awareness. He saw the fireballs starting to be activated there by the Gaelic hunters, pulled off to the side, so he lost none of his men on that. That was absolutely fantastic. Well done to Ulfr, who was commanding the Lusitani. That was a great move. Let's see over here. The Macedonian general seemed to be like he was about to be surrounded here, but now we have the Thurio spears, who seem to be... they're about to be surrounded here by this unit of thorax swordsmen. The Lusitani general is still over here doing some combat with the Macedonian general. But he's got 2 units of archers back here. Now this unit of thorax swordsmen from Macedonia has shattered completely. So the general is going to pull back to his line. They've lost 42, 43. They're losing some more. Maybe they're losing, those numbers are kind of dropping a little fast. Maybe they're taking some friendly fire here from these archers. This unit of archers is now breaking for some reason. I don't know why all of a sudden they're starting to waver. That was kind of strange. Okay, so Lusitani over here is going to be dealing with some very heavy pike infantry, the foot companions. So there was a second unit of foot companions here for Macedon. And here comes a massive, I mean, depleted units, but a large force from Arverni is coming over here. I don't know how well this is going to go. I mean, these three veteran shield warriors did some serious damage over here. I mean, they routed all of the units that were here, and there were 6 of them over here. So maybe they'll be able to hold. Nope. Okay, that first unit of shield warriors has been mowed down by these foot companions. Foot companions up to 53 kills. We have that unit of, what was that? I can't see what that was. I think that was just a unit of hoplites there for Macedon has now broken. So now they're going to have to send this unit of pikemen in again to try and plug this gap. Because if they don't do that, then Seleucid's going to be able to get right around into the back of his general and this unit of thorax swordsmen. So it seems that the Seleucids have finally pushed through and have taken this front area, front wall of this settlement here. Lusitani is, they just broke a unit of spears, which is good. We have some Gaelic hunters coming in. Yeah, these guys are now going to be surrounded, I think. There's Celtic warriors chasing them down, so okay. Let's keep an eye on what's going on over on this side. Still have the Lucidani noble general, at least on this side, going against some shield bearers. And the general seems she's probably going to pull back a little bit because there is a unit of archers here, but they have their back to them. So we have the general of Seleucids pushing in here. That is a unit of silver shield swordsmen, but they just absolutely wrecked this unit of foot companions. Wow, there was a good 18, 19 bodies that just dropped there. The Arverni general has pulled in behind this unit of pikes as the Lusitani noble pushes right past his Seleucid allies general, and this unit of pikes is they're starting to waver, and they will be breaking. One of the generals used the war cry ability there. So the Lusitani army, aside of the general, Lusitani has been removed from the battlefield. Seleucids have moved up one of their units of pikes to team up with the general here to push against the Oathsworn general from Arverni. Arverni general is pulling back again. These archers are getting some good shots off onto the Oathsworn general as they are running away. So, and we have a unit of foot companions coming up to face off against the 2 generals and a unit of pike here from Seleucid. The Macedonian general is now wavering. I don't know if he died, but it seems that they just broke here. Macedonian general has been broken, so that will be interesting to see. Now, we can't see what all was left on this side from the Lusitani defense. I mean, from the Macedonian and Arverni defense on this side, but we have some units now coming back into view. He's got a couple of units of Celtic warriors, another unit of the archers here. The silver shield swordsman general from Seleucid are starting to push around. He does still have a decent amount of troops. I mean, he's got another unit of pikes. He's got 2 units of archers in the back here. 3 units of thorax swordsmen, which are now starting to get shot down on. I think that unit of Gaelic hunters were shooting at them, so maybe they should start moving them around, lest they just sit there and get picked away. So I would maybe push them up here a little bit, or maybe try and pull them around over here so they're out of range. This unit of silver shield swordsmen are taking on these 3 units, 2 units of Celtic warriors, 1 unit of Gaelic hunters. The silver shield swordsman general is pushing over here now, probably with just numbers alone. The silver shield general might be able to break through on this flank. Lusitani General had pushed in. Now they're going in against the unit of pikes, but they are. It seems that they have now been wiped off the field. So Lusitani has been removed from the field of battle. So we have the Seleucid army. He's got a decent amount of units left still here, and he's going to be going. Seems to be for the rest of this settlement, the rest of this battle. It's going to be a 2v1. Let's see how well Seleucid is able to handle his attack. We have a unit of the Seleucid pikemen moving around over onto this side. General probably going to form up here. Pikes may end up intertwining with the Silver Shield swordsmen. That'll be a formidable defense. They would. I would not suggest the Arverni try and push through on this. Silver Shield swordsmen are a top tier unit, and pikemen are. You can't push through pikemen. Let's see what the Arverni end up doing. They are taking some shots here from the Silver Shield swordsmen, and it looks like they are going. Nope, they pulled. They've stopped. They've pulled back. Seleucids over here are forming up. Looks like they're just going to try and get some archers into the back here, maybe get some shots off, try and hit these pikes. I don't know if he can, though, with the angle that they're at. They might not be able to volley over the building. And this unit of Celtic warriors here in the back by the capture point. So we have the foot companions now coming around the corner, and they are running right into a unit of Syrian archers with pikemen in front of them. So it looks like the foot companions are going to be forming up into a spear wall, into a pike formation, sorry, so we're going to have a little bit of a fight here. And it seems the Arverni want nothing to do with this double line here. So let's take a look and see what we have going on here. So now we have the pikemen of Seleucid pulling back. We have the archers pulling back. We have another unit of archers over here. Hopefully they don't get caught out. They have ammo still. Oh no, they don't even have ammo. So yes, maybe we'll get a nice side charge into the pikes while they're not in pike formation. A unit of Celtic warriors followed the pikes in behind, trying to stop a unit of archers here. The Arverni troops have now moved back around through the town center and going to all. Looks like everybody's just going to culminate in this area here. This is probably where the final stand is going to be. Nope, Arverni is pulling back again. There's a lot of moving around of troops here. Big starting of a break here for 3 units of Thorax swordsmen just shattered instantly there. We have 2 units of Syrian heavy archers starting to move up. Maybe they can get into range quickly to start maybe picking down on this pike unit here. Another unit of Seleucid, this is their hillmen. They are breaking. These archers, some of them, I think I saw bows there. So maybe they got pushed up without being aware. They were now one of his units of Syrian archers is starting to break. The other one is. I don't know. I don't know. This is tough. This is going to be tough. Balance of power is in favor of the yellow, which I believe are the defenders still. I think red, yeah. So you can see the ballista is up over there on the hill, and they have the red dot. So they are the red on the balance of power line. But it's starting to slowly shift back. We will have to see, though, what goes on. We have the pikemen here moving up 2 units of pikes, pushing forward. We have a unit of the Gaelic hunters pushing around. They are really trying to get rid of this unit of archers. They've sent 4 units, 3 units of Celtic warriors and a unit of archers here in against this 1 unit of Syrian heavy archers, which I don't think is going to be advantageous for them, because now the Seleucids have now moved in behind the Arverni. Arverni is going to have to pull around very quickly and try and hold this town center. We have a little bit over 2 minutes left in this replay, so let's see what goes on. Pikes were not down in pike formation, so this pike unit is now getting surrounded by 2 units of pikes and the Silver Shield Swordsman General. Units of pikes have now broken.
Quick march!
But the Arverni General is still here. I did not see him. He snuck around. I didn't see him.
Quick march!
The Arverni General is still here, so that could be still a good sign for the Arverni to be able to hold this settlement. General here is forming up a line here. Arverni has Celtic warriors charging in. He's probably going to just charge everybody in here, but the Seleucids are moving up a unit of pikes, and they're going to form up here with the General. Arverni General Oathsworn unit is pulling in here now. So let's see. Okay, some Gaelic hunters are starting to waver. They will more than likely break. Let's get some good melee combat in here for this final. I'm going to say the Seleucids is probably going to pull this off because pikes are very, very difficult to attack from the front. If you're able to push in behind them or get some units of archers, which Syrian archers back over there behind the hill pushing in. I mean, getting some shots off on the General here for Arverni. The Celtic warriors, they're all pushing in now, but they're just pushing in against a very formidable line of pikes and Silver Shield Swordsmen. Yeah, I don't think that Arverni is going to be able to get through this line. 2 units of its Celtic warriors are starting to break. His General is just losing numbers. Yeah, they're going to break. So this will be a successful attack for Seleucid and Lusitani. That was a really fun battle to cover. It was very back and forth. There was a lot of pulling back and pushing in, and I'm not going to say that it was indecisiveness by any of the players. Just looked like some pretty good battlefield awareness by everybody, so well done to all 4 of you players. That was really cool. So we'll go over who did what here. The video was sent in here by Dan, who commanded the Seleucids. Ended up with 2,867 kills. He lost 2,104 of his men. Let's see, what did we do here? Thurios spears, they performed rather well. His thorax swordsmen all did well. This unit of Silver Shield swordsmen, 271 kills. He performed pretty good with his, actually really well, now looking at it fully. Really, really well with his archers. 240, 267, 142, 177. His hillmen really didn't do very much, but they are very low. They're a lower class, lower tier unit. So I think this is the unit that tried to charge in by that gate over there that just got absolutely annihilated. And this must have been a unit that was still in the front line. His Silver Shield General, 111 kills, and his Ballista with 177. We go to Ulfer now. He had 1,594 kills. The Iberian Swordsman unit that was pushed in there, 17. Scutari, some of them did. Let's see, 3 of the units of Scutari are over 100 kills. 3 of them are not even above 50. Veteran Shield Warriors, 289. 216. 111. His General did 144. He didn't end up having any archers with him. I don't know, maybe you can't bring archers if you're coming in on boats. I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot of port assaults, I should say. Let's go over onto the defenders. We got Markanzas. He ended up with 1,389 kills. He was commanding Macedon. Thorax Swordsman performed pretty good. I mean, he's got 126. This unit, 226. Very good. These 2 with 76 and 68. Thracian Warriors, 41. His hoplites, they're not really meant for kills, so I'm not really going to say anything about the 50, 40, 48, and 27. Their job is to hold choke points, and they did a really good job from what I saw. His slingers, 88 and 80, and his archers, 61 and 93. His Greek Scorpion, that got absolutely shredded. I think they moved a little. I don't know if he did that on purpose or wasn't sure where the archers were for the Seleucids, but we saw them get absolutely wrecked by the archer fire. Foot Companions did 262 here, and his General ended up with 52 kills. So we'll go on to Arverni, 1979 kills. Celtic Warriors performed pretty good. 243, 259, 182, 185, 108. This unit was 67. His Spear Warriors, again, they are just like the Hoplites. They are spear units. They are meant to hold choke points and everything. So kills, again, not really that big of a deal. Their job is to hold and allow archers and other units to flank around. This unit of Oathsworn, 94 kills. Chosen Swordsman, 48. This unit of Levy Freeman, 44. The two new units of Naked Warriors, they just ended up, I think they ended up being used in the wrong time. They might have been better off being held back into the town center. I mean, I understand, and I'm behind the want to push them out and have them just slaughter some units on a rear flank, absolutely. But they have 0 armor, really. If their armor is 10, so archers shooting them from behind, they're just going to get absolutely destroyed. Arverni's archers did rather well. 117, 151, 130. This unit with only 60 kills. And the Arverni General Oathsworn, 103 kills. So yeah, that was a very fun battle to cover. Like I said, I had a lot of movement, a lot of tactics, a lot of moving around and everything. So again, Dan, thank you very much for sending this in. And actually, I'll just give a little shout out here. These are 2 of my teammates that were on the Team Hungry Wolves from the last Rome 2 Siege tournament that just came out. So Dan, Ulfer, good on you guys. Pyrrhic victory for you guys. So, okay, guys, well, thank you very much for watching this replay. If you enjoyed what you saw, please give me a like. Maybe toss a comment down there. And if you want, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you guys soon.